Everybody, do you have low back problems or tight hips? If you do, I'm going to give you a Copenhagen plank progression to help address those today. Of course, you want to be cleared with a healthcare provider first. I'm Brian, by the way, Z Health Movement Specialist and Functional Aging Specialist. So the Copenhagen side plank can be a really challenging plank variation. We're going to start by kneeling. So we're going to shorten the lever and start with a kneeling variation here. So basically I got my top leg propped up with the knee bent, bottom leg on the floor with the knee bent, and I can start just here with the arm extended. So I'm trying to keep a slight tuck in my pelvis. I want a long, tall spine. Sometimes our hips are actually tight because we're lacking strength and our brain doesn't trust us to go into greater ranges of motion because there's just a lack of strength and stability there. So as you can see, bottom leg and top leg, I have my hips active. So the top one, I'm getting a lot of inner thigh or adductor activation. Bottom one, a lot of outer hip or abductor activation. So I can also then walk my way down to the elbow, and this is going to progress even a little bit more. From there, I can work on starting to drive my bottom knee up so that I'm only holding myself up in the lower body through that top leg that's on top of the box here. So again, marching the knee up. I want to again make sure that I'm keeping a long, tall spine, so crown of my head is lengthened towards the wall above me, and then I want my pelvic tuck to maintain as I lift the bottom knee. And this is becoming a decent bit of work, especially for the inner thigh on that top leg that's on the box. So that's one progression. Then we can go into a full plank position as well. So quick move this, and we can be in a stagger stance plank where one foot is in front of the other. Again, hand down here. You could go to the elbow. Just going to show you the hand variation where the wrist is right under my shoulder. Have a little pelvic tuck again. And then if I'm comfortable with it, I can also start to march this bottom leg up and really start to load that inner thigh again on the leg that's pushing instep into the floor. Then we can progress even more when you're ready for it by putting the foot up in an elevated position. So again, I'm going to make sure that my hand is going to be set up under my shoulder. My feet can start with both feet down, so I have a little support from the bottom leg. I can punch the arm out, the free arm, and then also drive that leg up. And I could march in and out of this, or with the pelvic tuck again, I could come up and hold. So amazing for the obliques, the QL. So this side, my abdomen into the low back, the muscles that support and stabilize the low back and pelvis, working a whole lot, and also this upper leg in the adductors or inner thigh. So after the muscle activation and working on strength there, I didn't do a pre-test, but we could have tested range of motion, like let's say in a lateral lunge, and that's pretty decent range of motion for me. So settling down into the lunge position, and that muscle just did a bunch of work. So you would think, oh, Brian, isn't it tight? Doesn't strength work make you tighter? Not necessarily. A lot of times it actually unlocks capacity for flexibility when we get strong in different position-specific areas through the joints. So hope that helps. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Share the video if you're on Facebook. And we'll talk to you guys soon.